Confirmed now. The Golden State Warriors have just unleashed 3 shocking trades that are shaking up the NBA, and the biggest surprise? Draymond Green might be on his way out. After years as the emotional backbone of the dynasty, rumors now say he could be part of a stunning exchange that nobody saw coming. Fans are in disbelief, insiders are scrambling for details, and the question on everyone's mind is, has Steve Kerr gone crazy, or is he cooking up a master plan? These moves could either signal a brilliant rebuild or the chaotic collapse of an era. Buckle up, Dub Nation, everything you thought you knew just changed in one wild night. It's hard to imagine a Golden State Warriors team without Draymond Green. For over a decade, he's been the emotional heartbeat, the defensive anchor, and the guy who never backed down, whether it was barking at LeBron James in the finals or clashing with teammates in practice. But now, as the 2025 offseason rolls on, it looks like that once unthinkable scenario might actually happen. Reports are swirling around the NBA that the Warriors are seriously considering trading Draymond Green. And not just for cap space or mid-tier rotation pieces, they're swinging for the fences. One of the names at the top of their wish list? Domantas Sabonis. A versatile all-star big who could reshape the entire identity of this team. Now, before we jump straight into that potential blockbuster, let's set the stage. The Warriors just wrapped up a frustrating season. After sneaking into the play-in and falling short, questions swirled around whether their dynasty is truly over. They've got Steph Curry still performing at an elite level, but Klay Thompson's future is uncertain. Draymond missed time, struggled with discipline yet again, and the team clearly lacked a dominant presence in the paint. General Manager Mike Dunleavy Jr. and head coach Steve Kerr are on the clock. They know time is running out on Steph's prime, and with luxury tax penalties looming, the Warriors have to make smart, aggressive moves now. And that's exactly what they're exploring. Trade number 1 takes center stage. According to multiple sources including Yahoo, the Warriors considered sending Draymond Green to none other than the Los Angeles Lakers. The deal on the table? Green in exchange for rookie Dalton Knecht, forward Rui Hachimura, and a 2031 first-round pick. It's a fascinating proposal for a lot of reasons. First, the idea of Draymond in purple and gold is bizarre on the surface, given the rivalry between the two franchises. But zoom in a little, and it makes some sense. LeBron James has openly praised Draymond's basketball IQ and defensive impact. They've worked together on Team USA, and it's no secret they're friends off the court. The Lakers have been looking for another tough, vocal leader who can anchor their defense and take some of the playmaking load off LeBron and Anthony Davis. From their perspective, this trade adds championship experience and grit. On Golden State's side, it's a bold move that signals a shift toward youth and flexibility. Dalton Knecht, the 17th pick in the 2024 draft, has a scorer's mindset and a high ceiling. Hachimura is a proven stretch forward who's shown flashes of brilliance in big moments. Add in a future first-round pick, and you're not just replacing Draymond's presence, you're setting up a future pathway for rebuilding or retooling on the fly. But that's just the first domino. Trade number 2, this is where it really gets wild. Greg Swartz from Sports Illustrated reports that the Warriors are still eyeing a major trade to land Domantas Sabonis. The Sacramento Kings center is the kind of player who could unlock a new version of Golden State basketball. Sabonis is a bruiser with finesse. He's one of the best passing big men in the league, averaging over 7 assists per game last season. He rebounds, he finishes around the rim, and he can space the floor when needed. The Kings have built their team around him and Aaron Fox, but rumors have quietly emerged that Sacramento might be open to listening if the return is right, especially if they're looking to pivot or reshape their roster. For the Warriors, Sabonis solves a huge problem. Ever since they lost Andrew Bogut and then JaVale McGee, they've lacked a consistent interior presence. Kevin Looney did what he could, but he's undersized, and the younger options like Tracy Jackson-Davis haven't yet proven they can anchor a championship-level defense. Getting Sabonis means better rebounding, more post offense, and less reliance on small ball gimmicks. But here's the catch: to get Sabonis, Draymond might have to go. The Kings aren't going to give up a star for nothing, and matching salaries is tricky. The Warriors would likely need to package Draymond along with young assets or picks to make the deal work. That's why this multi-team framework is being floated, possibly involving a third team to absorb salary or send back additional draft capital. And that brings us to the third trade concept that's gaining traction. Golden State is reportedly exploring a deal that would send Moses Moody, Buddy Hield, Tracy Jackson-Davis, and Gay Santos to a rebuilding franchise. Boston has been mentioned for a mix of picks or cap relief. Now you might be thinking, why Boston? They're contenders, not rebuilders. True, but they've got younger pieces and deep rotation depth, and in a salary cap crunch, they might be willing to offload picks in exchange for players that could contribute now or be rerouted elsewhere. In any case, this trade would help the Warriors build the necessary capital to swing for Sabonis or another All-Star. Think about what this means. The Warriors would be letting go of a big chunk of their recent youth movement. Moses Moody has shown real flashes of growth. Tracy is a fan favorite with upside. But the front office appears to be signaling one clear message: it's time to go all in while Steph Curry still has something left in the tank. And what does Draymond think about all this? In a recent interview, he didn't dance around the rumors. He said, quote, "I understand and respect the business side of it. If the team believes they need to move in another direction to get better, I won't take it personally. I've given everything I have to the Bay." That's classic Draymond. Honest, direct, and still all about the team. But you could tell he knows his time might be up. And it's not just about skill anymore. He's 35, and his emotional outbursts like that early season suspension took a toll on the locker room. The Warriors may finally be ready to prioritize consistency and professionalism over legacy loyalty. This brings us to the bigger picture. If these trades, or even just one of them, actually happen, we're talking about a fundamental reshaping of the Warriors' identity. Draymond Green is the last remaining piece of that original championship trio alongside Steph and Klay. Andre Iguodala is retired. Sean Livingston is in the front office. The old guard is nearly gone. Trading Draymond isn't just a roster change. It's the symbolic end of an era. But Steve Kerr isn't looking to preserve history, he wants to win another ring. And with Steph playing at a near MVP level even at age 37, there's still a window. Kerr has reportedly pushed ownership to be aggressive this offseason, to reconfigure the roster in a way that prioritizes size, mobility, and spacing. That's why you're seeing names like Sabonis pop up. That's why they're open to moving veterans like Draymond or rotational guys like Buddy Hield. And let's not forget about the money. Golden State has been a tax-paying team for years. Joe Lacob has been willing to spend like crazy to keep the core together, but even he has hinted that a more sustainable payroll is needed going forward. Offloading contracts like Draymond's or packaging mid-level salaries in exchange for younger talent is part of that plan.